I think such a big factor of this game, Mike, is who handles the changes that come along with playing in the Super Bowl. Every NFL team all year, they want routine. They want consistency. The coaches and players preach that. Well, everything on Super Bowl Sunday, it just feels different. Pre-game feels different. Halftime feels different. The teams that are able to weather those changes the best typically come out and start the fastest and are able to really put themselves in position to call themselves Super Bowl champs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain, fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. They've got it inside the 15.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket, but ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Mims. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
To say what he's done this year, Mike, is unheard of would be an understatement. I mean, there are quarterbacks who go their entire careers without even making it to the Super Bowl, yet here he is on the verge of potentially winning one in his very first season. He's got a lot of work to do between now and the end of this game to make that happen, but if he's able to lead his team to a victory here today, it would be a perfect storybook ending to an improbable and legendary rookie campaign.
And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action with Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They put Kelsey in motion. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
So after one here in Super Bowl 59, pair of sevens on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Mahomes back. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends in motion right. Mahomes now on 2nd. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Second down. Knicks. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught. left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing is Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Denver 1st down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down. This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
The throw on the run is complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you... The other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Brown.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Mahomes on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he will dive into the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. And through. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. And he'll get this only to about the 20. Play action now. It's Nix. Batted away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll go with a counter on first down. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's into space past the 25. And he will go all the way. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Hardman now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Mahomes. This one into the hands of Brown. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. One of the tight ends motions right. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept, I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Clock to stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. First and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. He is in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense going to take over just before the half. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
So we have reached halftime of Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. The Broncos got a...
We're back underway at Super Bowl 59. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll take this to about the 28. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the 1st down at the 49-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Right back to him on first down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Hardman now to return it. Work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Looking middle, and he's got ground. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. A A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll try to run for it. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Second down, Nix. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down. They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. A throw on the move is caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got it at the 7. He's in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos tack on 1 more to their lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. RPO, and they throw it to Rice. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Off he goes. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Third and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. A first down there on a pickup of 17.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. That ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's got another one. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Butker to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. Well, as he is past the 35-yard line. So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back on. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a designed run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And this is a trick game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now he takes off. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that 1st down. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he will score! Game on! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defense.
Broncos 42, Chiefs 39.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. 2 minutes to play in Super Bowl 59. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Here's a run going left into the secondary at the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. handoff here, up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. We'll talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
The defense still with all three times. Disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. And the Broncos have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team